What do you want to talk about?
Wrestling. Wrestling is good.
Why do you do that?
Oh.
Why not?
It's fake.
Wrestling's not fake!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald right here, your boy with a cornbread accent. Welcome you to this week's episode of Spot Show Livestream. It is Thursday, Friday Eve. In case you're one of those people, appreciate everybody tuning in. If you're tuning in, please join me in a chat. Ask a question, make a comment, or just say hello. That's what it's there for, and I'll answer questions and return comments the best way I can. Also, if you're not watching this live, you can also catch a replay where, again, there's a comment section. Go in there and leave a comment, question, or just say hello. At the end of the thing, or end of the program, if you dig it, give me a big thumbs up. Also, if this is your first time watching, if you're not a subscriber yet, be a champ and click on that subscribe button. Also, hit the notification bell. If I forget anything, oh yeah, share with friends, invite friends, all that good shit. So yes, it is Friday Eve, and it is, we got a hurricane weather, Hurricane Helena, or did I say that right? Helen, or Helene? Yeah, it's causing some damage. We're not well, I think the worst part's supposed to come tonight. Then I think it's supposed to tamper off during the weekend, but of course, this was at 8 o'clock this morning. Last time I checked the weather, and knowing the weather, it does change often. So, but I did move my new truck, well, not new to me truck, out of the way of any kind of branches or anything like that. I don't want to have to go through that again. I had to make a little video about that. I gotta write that down and remind myself to do that. Kind of a little, video. But yeah, it's a wet day for me. I had to do some water sampling, and that's about it. This is, if you're new to the show, this is the part where I kind of just ramble along, wait for everybody and other people to kind of join in the chat a little bit, or get situated. Get shit situated. I'm not yet. I got coke, but it's regular coke. No Jack in there. That's tomorrow. But anyway, a few things to talk about tonight. I want to talk about some news that just hit the I just seen posted up on social media. I'll get to that. Also, some AJ Styles news, potential Alexa Bliss news. Talking about Grand Slam from last night. Did anybody watch Grand Slam last night on AEW Dynamite? I kind of compare it to like a Clash of Champions. I don't know if any people are old enough to remember Clash of Champions. The NWA had it, and of course, the NWA got sold to Turner and WCW. Hey, Karen Poole. They had I want to say, a few times a year they would have this thing called Clash of Champions. Sometimes it'd be on Sunday. I think the first one was on Sunday. They, aired them on Wednesdays, so on and so forth. It's kind of like basically kind of like a little house show, and where you got to see your stars against stars. But you had some real conclusions to like pinfalls, no smazes or DQs or anything like that. Last night's Grand Slam, I have to say, you can go back after this, of course. Go back because my AEW Dynamite Grand Slam recap is up. Did get that done and up and uploaded and everything before it started today, or started this show today. I had plenty of time. Seems like I had plenty of time to get everything in order. But yeah, talking about Grand Slam, and let's start off on some good news. Hey, why not? Uh, after so many years of being a tag team, Jay Uso is finally a singles champion. He did win the Intercontinental Championship Monday night, pinning Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker, of course, the son of Rick Steiner. But, not sure where they're going to go with this. Maybe they'll trade the championship back and forth a little bit. Who knows? But it's cool to see Jay Uso, because, he has gotten better in singles matches. The more he, was in them, the better he did get. Um, little, yeah, that one WrestleMania match between him and Jimmy Uso wasn't it definitely won a Steamboat player. Let's just say that. Kind of let the foul taste in some fans' mouth. I didn't too much care for it myself, but like I said, even in that prediction show for that WrestleMania, sometimes you put two brothers together, they just don't have that magic sometimes, and they definitely didn't. But he had gotten better and had some really good matches. This was a real good match. I seen some total BS in the comments on social media. It's like, oh my gosh, they're burying Braun Breaker. It's like, no. If you did see the finished match, you've seen it. It's Uso, when Braun Breaker was about to spear him through the barricade, uh, Uso gave him a super kick, and Uso uh, speared Braun Breaker through the barricade, threw him back in the ring, speared him again, and then his finisher, top rope splash, hooked both legs, 1, 2, 3. And of course, this was the second time he had done the spear and splash combination, and only got 2 counts. So yeah, it that definitely wasn't a burial of Braun Breaker. And Braun Breaker's young; he's just getting started. He is. I do believe Braun Breaker. He's going to be a player. I do believe he's going to be a main event player. Most definitely, he's got the talk. He's got the strut. Um, he's got the look. Obviously, got the pedigree. I mean, good gosh. I mean, Rick Steiner was a beast in the ring, and Scott Steiner, his uncle, he kind of acts like Scott Steiner a little bit. And that thing too, that match did tell a pretty good story where Braun was acting a little cocky a couple times. Then that cockiness actually backfired on him. So he had the story element. He got a good finish that made Braun Breaker, uh, like I said, won a burial. Seems still, pretty strong. But it's all about how you get up from that. And I'm pretty sure he will get up from that. I mean, come on, he did lose against Sami Zayn, fair and square. Uh, Back in a few months or before he did beat it's like the premium live event for the one he actually won it on. But like I said, um, Braun Breaker is going to do just fine. And of course, this is Uso. He's been with the company for I mean, did they say 12, 15 years, something like that? You don't count NXT years, and all that was part of a tag team, but now he's solo and no pun intended. He is a singles wrestler now, main event phase. So now he can somewhat earn that nickname now, saying he is main event Jey Uso. Like I said, not sure how long he'll keep the Intercontinental Championship. Uh, but definitely, he now you can say he's main event Jey Uso because with that championship, a lot of times he's going to be the main event of Raw. So that's a pretty good, some good news from that point. And depends on how you look at this one. Uh, this one kind of just hit as soon as just a few minutes before I was ready to push play and get it all going. It seems that like I said, please somebody in the chat help me with this last name. Artem Shevintsev has been cleared of domestic violence charge against or amid custody battle with Nikki Garcia. Of course, Nikki Garcia is Nikki Bella. Article as follows. I'm just going to Artem, husband of former WWE star Nikki Garcia, formerly known as Nikki Bella, was arrested on a felony domestic battery charge on August 29th, 2024. And in the aftermath, it was revealed that Nikki had filed for legal and physical custody of their son, Mateo, as part of their ongoing divorce proceedings. However, the Napa County District Attorney's Office later decided not to pursue criminal charges against Artem. Following this, Artem discussed the matter on Instagram, stating, "I am incredibly relieved and grateful that the domestic violence charges against me have been dropped. This has been extremely difficult for me. I am thankful that the truth has prevailed. My focus has always been and will always be our son, Mateo. He is my world, and being his father is the greatest blessing in my life. All along, my main concern has been for him. I am committed to continuing to provide him with love, support, and care he needs as we move forward. I am hopefully that securing equal custody arrangement will help us move on. I want to express my deepest gratitude to my family, friends, and legal team for standing by me during this challenging time. For your support has been invaluable, and I'm thankful to everyone who believed in me and saw the truth for what it was. I look forward to moving past this chapter and focusing on what truly matters, continuing being the best father I can be." Artem's attorney, another name I can't pronounce, Ilona, spoke to people.com and emphasizes that they can now focus on negotiating a shared custody arrangement, stating, "Now we can now focus on negotiating a shared 50-50 custody schedule. Fortunately, Artem has been able to spend time with Teo almost every day since August 29th, 2024 incident. He is very dedicated, interactive, nurturing, and loving parent. My understanding of the investigative facts surrounding the 8/29/24 incident have led me to conclude from the beginning that Artem was not the primary aggressor. I believe that to be true, even if the burden of proof would be the uh, pertinence of evidence, which which is the standard of proof in family court. He was protecting himself and Mateo, so I guess he wasn't. It's been proved now that he wasn't the primary aggressor. Uh, so charges against him were dropped. This is so far what we got here. This is why you don't just jump to conclusions on these things anymore, because you gotta wait till the facts come out. And at least, I mean, like this, on the charges were dropped. Uh, they're going through a divorce. Who knows what happened? None of us are there. Uh, but in other cases and stuff like that, you just gotta wait for the facts to come out. If there's a trial and everything, you just gotta if you want to pay attention, 24/7 coverage of it, and the court case. I got a sister who loves court cases. uh, when there was court TV and she was able to watch it, she watched every bit of it, including the murder shows, American Justice, and all that good stuff. Uh, so she wants to be So, what county does she live in? If anybody in Walton County, hey, my sister up, she will gladly be your juror. She wants to be one of those people. Me, I got called for jury duty one time. I'm like, uh, but anyway, like I was saying, sometimes you gotta let all the evidence uh, and everything kind of just you know unravel itself, so you can get the true facts. Not just what somebody put on the internet. Going from he said, she said, and all that good shit, or just some other news outlet, or some other Jeffo or fake. I don't want to say fake, just some other off the wall, not non credible news puts out there. It's gotta, like I said, or like I said, watch the whole case from the opening gavel to the final verdict. That's all I can say to you. So you will know all the facts. Maybe more people should actually do that. Besides this, I don't want to say it. Whatever kind of propaganda that's out there, a lot of it is propaganda, both sides. So uh, that's all I'm gonna say about that. So yeah, um, so hopefully, at facts we got now, it wasn't the aggressor. Hopefully, they get squared away. They can have I mean, at least for that kid's sake, have a peaceful 50-50 custody of the child, and help. Hopefully, he'll be grow to be as normal as possible. I mean, it's kind of. I mean, I can't imagine. I mean, it's one thing. When I was growing up, seeing friends of mine in school, their parents go through divorce. You get kind of that. They gotta hear everything, and trust me, kids will hear everything. And that's another thing. People being famous. I mean, TMZ talking about your business in public, or like I said, peoplemagazine.com, whatever. So you got to read this, and other people's parents and kids read this, and I mean, so um, so hopefully, yes, like I said, hopefully this kid can grow up to a nurturing, even though they separate, a good nurturing mother, father, and even normal life. Okay, so we got to the TMZ part of the wrestling show. That's because this is a wrestling show, and Nikki Bella was a wrestling personality. We did talk about that. Speaking of which, has anybody watched the Vince McMahon Netflix docu series yet? I heard, it's not. This wasn't really good to begin with. 'Cause most of the stuff that was discussed, people already knew, and everything else. I guess I was looking for some kind of bombshell. But I'm going to wind up watching it because I will say Netflix does pretty good docu series. The one about Michael Jordan, phenomenal. They did one on the Sons of Sam. I highly recommend that one. If you're into true crime cases and stuff like that, it seemed like this report just went down a rabbit hole and never did get out, never will get out. Or yeah, I think he passed away, so he never did get out of that rabbit hole. Uh, the one about Richard Ramirez, again, if you're in true crime and stuff like that, check that one out. Um, the one about Tim Tebow and the Florida Gators is really good. The one about who was it? Johnny Manziel. That was pretty good. So, like I said, their docu series pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Okay, let me go ahead and fix this brain. There we go. Let's see. Slides. Read the whole thing. All right. Let's see. Hi, Joe King. What's happening? What's happening, Joe King? Hello, Brenda Watson. What's out? No, we don't have. Sorry, I got red, white label, Coke bottle today. A while ago, I decided to just I I chugged that Gatorade. And I forgot to put water in the refrigerator. Let's see, Joe King. I would if I had Netflix. Go get Netflix. You can get like a bottom line thing, cheap one that you'll have to watch commercials on. It's cheap. Anyway, let's get back to some more wrestling. Talk about AJ Styles. Uh, AJ Styles, one of the most popular and respected figures in WWE, has been noticeably absent from television program in recent months. Speculation has been rife within the pro wrestling community regarding the phenomenal one's future with the company. Since his loss to Cody Rhodes in the highly publicized I Quit match, okay match. Uh, See, I can be critical on WWE too. Match at the WWE Clash at the Castle. Styles has made limited appearances primarily outside the United States. His most recent notable matches were against Rhodes in Japan, against uh, Naomichi Marufuji and Noah. While reports indicate that Styles is healthy and simply taking a break, he's recently pictured with Camille doing a celebrity softball game. From television to spend time with his family. Questions linger about his long-term commitment to the WWF. His current contract is believed to be nearing expiration either late this year or early next, or late this year or early next. Despite WWE's recent efforts to renegotiate with several talents, there is no public confirmation of any discussions regarding Styles' future. This unexpected silence has fueled speculation about his potential departure from the company. As more information becomes available, we will continue to provide update on AJ Styles, WWE status, and any developments regarding his contract. So, I don't know. Some reason there was a lot of rumors that this was going to be his last contract. That he was going to just retire after this. He's going to, put people over, uh, you know, do programs here and there, and just do what he can to fill that last, 3 year commitment, whatever. And that was going to be it. Retire from at least full time in ring competition. Um, if he's going to retire completely, I guess I don't know. I'm not sure how old his kids are. So I think if his kids are still in school and all that, uh, I don't think he'll uproot his family and move to Florida. So now he might go down there for the week, then come back as a trainer or something like that, or become an agent or producer. I can see him doing that, um, or maybe take some, just not resign and do a few matches here in Japan. Maybe do an AEW match, something like that. I mean, AJ's a pro. If you tell him, hey, we come in, we do a short program, put this one kid over, he'll make sure the money's right. He'll do it because that's all he wants to do is like make money for his family, uh, and he's well accomplished that. I think I think all of his kids' college tuitions are fully paid for, from what I hear. But like I said, during his last when he signed this current contract he's under now, it was just a big rumor that this was going to be his last one. So be interesting, or maybe just kick back. Maybe he opens up a school here and train people. he is a Gainesville, Georgia, or just like to come in, sit back, go to some Falcons games, Braves games. He's a big Bulldog fan, which they got a big game coming this week against Alabama. Y'all want to hear a joke? You know why all the trees blow towards Alabama? It's Alabama sucks. Truthfully, the Alabama Crimson Tide program are the most decorated, well-earned college football program in college football history. So you can't take that. Much respect for that, but it is the ACC or it's the SEC. So we maybe we cheer each other for if all of us are not in the playoffs or whatever, and the one thing that other than that, no joking. We don't need no oh God, what's his name? I'll remember it later. I'll make fun of you about that later. Joe King, we don't need no Conrad Thompson, imitations right now. Ain't no roll tide on that. So how about them dogs? Anyway, let's continue. All right. Speaking of some people who hasn't been on TV late a long time, I believe that she had a baby. Backstage update on WWE's plans for Alexa Bliss's TV return. Alexa Bliss, the former WWE Women's Champion, has sparked speculation about her potential return to the ring. The popular star took to social media with a black and white photo of herself and a caption that hinted at an upcoming appearance. "Don't worry, darling," she wrote, followed by "I'll see you soon enough" with a black heart emoji. While fans were excited by the message, industry insiders are suggesting that Bliss's return to WWE television may be delayed, according to PWI insider Elite. The company doesn't have immediate plans for her to appear on screen. Sources claim that Bliss might not be involved in creative until after the holiday season. Uh, However, the recent episode of WWE Raw featured a subtle reference to Bliss's past that could indicate a potential storyline. During her during a backstage segment, involving the Judgment Day, an old Lily doll, a character associated with Bliss's time with the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, was visible in the background. This has led many fans to speculate that upon her return, Bliss might be paired with the Wyatt's new faction, the Wyatt Six. As a post from the wrestling source WRKD Wrestling further fueled these rumors, sharing a GIF of Bliss during her time as the Fiend's sidekick. While the company hasn't confirmed any specific plans, the combination of Bliss's social media hints, recent WWE references suggest that her return could be a significant moment for the fans. So, yeah, I'll say. I mean, it's October or soon to be October. It's end of September, soon to be October. You got the holiday month. You got Thanksgiving month. You got Christmas month. Wait till the New Year's. Why not? Uh, let's see. But yeah, I mean, no need to rush. Let her appear probably as the one of the New Year's things like that. Or I don't know if they want to wait till after WrestleMania, but that could really get I mean, it depends on how over the six are at that time. I think they're pretty much finished with Chad Gable and the American Made group, so they need another group to kind of smack around. WWE 2K24 coming free to PlayStation Plus subscribers on October 1st. Gosh, I should have waited then, huh? WWE 2K24 will soon be available at no extra cost to PlayStation Plus subscribers. During Sony's September 25th State of Play event, WWE 2K24 was announced as part of the upcoming monthly games lineup. Subscribers can download the game for free starting October 1st, the same day as the NXT premiere on the CW network. PlayStation's blog shared a synopsis highlighting the game's latest features, celebrating the 40 years of WrestleMania, featuring iconic superstars past and present, playable across the vast array of game modes, showing the biggest superstars in sports entertainment as WWE 2K24 presents the retelling of WrestleMania's greatest moments from the last 40 years. Take part in some of wrestling's most unforgettable and career-defining matches, choosing from the likes of Stone Cold Steve Austin, Undertaker, and Andre the Giant, alongside current contenders The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, John Cena, Rhea Ripley, and Roman Reigns. Um, yeah, I own this game and I played a little bit. I just can't. Unfortunately, I just can't find the time to keep myself a little too busy. Last time I tried to play it, I feel bad. Last time I tried to play it, I was starting to play it. Played a few matches on career mode. Then I was doing the WrestleMania part of it. Um, Trying to get you know things that used to be pay a little extra, you get it all. But but as I was playing that, I finished one match and was about to start another one, and I just passed out. Uh, next time, next time I was waking up to that loud music. Joking. Wish I had a good week to play. Yes, me too. I just need a good week off. Like, don't need to be nowhere. Uh, don't need to be where no certain time anyway. Um, just chill. Nice little stay. That's why I need. But other than that, I mean, what I played of the game, I thought was pretty good. Kind of looking forward to 2K25, I guess. Depends on what they have in it. Now, if you're listening now or listening to it now, is a rumor true that WWE 2K25 is just going to be available on the next generation systems like PlayStation 5 and the new Xbox and whatnot? I heard that rumor. I don't know how true it is. If that's true, then hey, I'll be playing 2K24 forever. I almost got ripped off. Hey, kids, adults, be careful about Facebook marketplace. It was too good to be true. Kind of DM back and forth. I'm like, you know what? Nah, I'll pass on this one. Um, yeah. When they when anybody says, hey, what I mean, I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with marketplace. It's kind of like Craigslist, but I don't think I don't think it's as because on Craigslist you say, hey, say you're out of town or you're not going to get paid or whatever, or got a little bit saved up, and the money you can put back, you can put it into it, and you have more than enough to buy whatever. And you would say, well, hey, if you ain't sold it by a certain time, just let me know, and I'll buy it from you this weekend. When I did that, it became, well, we'll hold it for you. Just send me money through what is it, Cash App or Venmo or whatever. I'm sorry. I know some people do it, like family and stuff like that, but complete stranger. I mean, even I don't do it. I don't do Cash App. I'm like, nope. Uh-uh. Nope. Nope. Most banks got another service. If you gotta send money to a family member or a friend, somebody you do know, then there most banks, Wells Fargo and Bank of America, Chase Bank, those three anyway. They got certain program they use so you can do that. Cash App just not in my bag. Sorry. So so maybe I will look maybe on Amazon, eBay. I know eBay's got but eBay kind of insures their stuff too. I don't think Facebook Marketplace. Now, if I do go on Facebook Marketplace and see one, it's local and meet somewhere in the afternoon and exchange the whatever or uh, money and things, and, prove to me it works. Sure thing. I mean, hate to admit this, but I did play. I'm a PlayStation 4 from some kid on Facebook Marketplace, but it works fine and stuff. It's for like any good thing. It's like once scammers get involved, it just puts a bad tag on it, and it gets to a point that's you gotta be wary from not really being wary of anybody to being wary of everybody. So that's how people screw up good things, as always. Anyway, anybody watch Grand Slam last night or AEW Dynamite presents Grand Slam? Of course, this took place at the Arthur Ashe Arena. So, Arthur Ashe, what the stadium's named after. He won 3 Grand Slams. Hence, he was a tennis player. Hence the name of the event, Grand Slam. Um, Unfortunately, he did transmit AIDS, all right, HIV through blood transfusion after a heart bypass surgery, uh, and wind up dying from AIDS-related pneumonia from it. AIDS just shuts down your whole immune system, and you can die from a pretty cold for that. But one of the best, probably top tennis players in the world during his prime, 60s, 70s. So he had a career of 818 wins, 260 losses, and 51. That sounds like a pretty good. I'm not a tennis expert, so uh, for you tennis fans out there, let us know if you have any Arthur Ashe memories, or you know about more about his career than obviously I do. So nope, got recorded. Oh shit. Uh, I don't guess you want spoilers, do you? Oh lordy. Uh, okay, spoiler alert. Uh, that's what I was going to kind of. I mean, truthfully, it wasn't a bad show. It was probably one of the better dynamites they've had in the last few weeks. Jackson, that's his last name. If you watched my AEW Dynamite review show or recap show, I forgot what the Young Bucks' real last name was. I was like, Matt Buck fucked up, and Nicholas Buck saved him, and it's like, no, that's not their last name. Shit. So anyway, all right, for this show open, of course, with all right, first match of the night was Bryan Danielson versus Nigel McGuinness. Of course, the whole build-up was okay if Bryan is medically cleared to wrestle or whatever, he will wrestle Nigel McGuinness. This is probably the dumbest thing about this whole card. Was Darby Allin was supposed to get the shot at the AEW World Championship at Grand Slam, but the whole bag over the head, his probably went medical clear, blah blah blah. Then John Moxley on the Dynamite, when they finally faced off against each other, it was like, I want your title match, so give it to me. And Darby's like, no, screw you. You don't have to take it from me. And so they wound up having a match, and of course that same Dynamite, Nigel McGuinness gets on the air and or gets on in the ring, shoots a promo saying, "Hey, Bryan Danielson, I'm challenging you for Grand Slam." Dude, do y'all keep up with what the y'all doing? Anyway, so beyond that, so Nigel gets in the ring. Bryan Danielson's music hits. So Bryan Danielson, Nigel gets on the mic, says, "Look, referee, count him out, declare me the winner, and I also demand y'all strip Bryan Danielson of the AEW World Championship." Uh, so refs start counting, and oh my gosh, Europe's the final countdown started playing. So I guess the PA guy had pressed right entrance music. So final countdown came on. People popped the course. Pretty good match. Gotta remember, Nigel McGuinness has not wrestled in a singles match in a long, long time. He was Desmond Wolfe, actually, at the time of this last match. When TNA was pretty good. But anyway, not saying it's not good now. I just ain't been watching talk TNA some other day. But like I said, pretty good match. Bryan Danielson won by submission with a label lock. It was nice, well paced, pretty good match. All I can say about that. Let's see. Oh, after the match, Christian Cage came out. Thought he was going to sign his money in a clipboard contract, but Kip Saban came in, stole the pen, and ran off. All right, the next match. Oh, I was going to do some fancy editing on this one. Anyway, maybe later. Anyway, Hook defended his FTW championship against Roderick Strong. Wound up winning this with a Red Rum. Roderick with Matt Taven and Mike Bennett all gave Hook a handshake. After the match, Hook did an interview with Tony Schiavone and said, "Look, all good things come to an end." Takes a belt, hands it to his dad, officially retiring the FTW championship. Oops, wrong one. If there was one meaningless championship, it was that one. They did not need it. But actually, does anybody remember me actually suggesting that's what they should do? Let Hook win the match, and after the match, just hand the belt over to his dad. Say, okay, FTW championship, no more, retired. Put it back in your trophy case, Dad. He didn't really say that, but one thing I will say about Hook, I mean, this wasn't a good match. I mean, and I said this in my recap show. Hook has a pedigree. He seems like he knows how to do the judo moves and stuff like that. Keeps in great shape. Needs to keep growing a little bit, especially if he's going to throw people around with suplexes. But sometimes he's out. I mean, even with Roger Strong is a very talented wrestler. could probably have a good match with just about anybody. This is okay, but look, sometimes it looks like he has two left feet. Uh, so I think if they don't have a performance center, of course, but maybe kind of show up at the arenas little earlier, do a little more working out. Uh, maybe go on Ring of Honor and not on Dynamite or the AEW shows. It's all owned by Tony Khan. Go on, just kind of rebuild, and because now you don't have the FTW bells and whistles of the hardcore matches. Uh, Now you're gonna have to kind of like learn to work, and I think he can do it. He's got potential. Uh, work on his mic skills a little bit too. Uh, I think he does have potential, but like I said last night, kind of a little late. And a lot of times it looks like he has two left feet. So, not as clumsy as some, but sometimes it's like, okay, Roger Strong's doing the best he can here, make it look good, and uh, so yeah, maybe go on Ring of Honor, uh, do some more training, wrestle more on Ring of Honor, kind of build your name up, do that. Uh, then come back to AEW once you kind of get a better, you're a young kid. He's a young kid, so a year or two would do great. That's just my opinion. What I know. But I am glad they finally retired that FTW championship. No more seeing that garbage. Anyway, okay, next match. For the AEW World Tag Team Championship, it was the Young Bucks defending against Kyle Fletcher and Will Ospreay. Young Bucks had a bigger portion of this match. Seems like as soon as Kyle Fletcher or Will Ospreay came in and uh, started getting their shit in and um, starting to get advantage, then the Young Bucks quickly cut them off, which usually think it's good, but when you're playing video game wrestling or live video game wrestling, go team, Matthew and Nicholas Massey. Okay, that's a okay, that's a shoot last name, but the wrestling shoot or last name is not Bucks, it's Jackson. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Didn't mean to, sorry. Didn't mean to. Didn't mean to sing there. Please don't shut off. Quit singing. I promise. But I mean, there was a couple things I didn't like about this match. The two bigger guys, Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher, did the TK driver on Matthew Jackson. He didn't get saved. He kicked out. Then Kyle and Will did the Aussie Open finisher, and Matthew kicked out. Okay. Then, of course, in the end, they would hit Kyle Fletcher with the EVP. After he did get hit in the head with a belt um, and a double super kick, they hit the EVP trigger, successfully holding on to their tag team championship. But I'm not saying not do those moves, but when you do those moves, that's when you need the heel tag team partner to make the save, or whoever to make the save, not kick out. You make the save. That's how you, especially if you're heel, all heat, or just make the crowd go oh or whatever. Uh, but yeah, finishers, especially in tag team matches, have the partner make the save, not kick out. That's my biggest pet peeve in this match, and that's what I mean. It was moves, kind of like a video game. Uh, but still, I'm Fletcher. Will Ospreay's okay. I mean, he, his his reputation speaks for itself, but do see a lot of potential in Kyle Fletcher. He is a lot more fluent than Hook is. Uh, I think he just needs something to kind of, uh, you know, needs a little bit of a push. Get away from Gronkowski or whatever. Maybe push him in a match with Jack Perry, and maybe work his way up to that TNT championship to begin with. You ain't gotta shoot him to the moon quickly. Just gradually start pushing him a little bit instead of whoever comes in this week, whoever's a new signee, they go against Kyle Fletcher, for him to make him look good because he does. Right? He's made that match with him and Will Ospreay was good. Him with Ricochet, there was a couple little uh, botches, but nothing too. It was noticeable, but nothing. Nothing to make you go, "Oh shit, somebody's about to go to the hospital." None of that. Uh, but like I said, Kyle Fletcher, I'm high on. I wish they would do a little more with him. And he's got to fill out a little more too. But again, he's a young kid. To be able to do it. I mean, I'd love to see him say, "Okay, let me go over here for a little bit, test the waters." I'm pretty sure he'll still have to go through NXT stuff like that. I'm not saying he'd be world champion, whatever, but uh, now in AEW and their style and stuff like that, if they would start kind of gradually push this kid, I think he could be one of their top stars, and it'll be a star they uh, built up. I almost not definitely not the ground up. He's done his international indies and stuff like that, so gradually, uh, start kind of pushing. I mean, like I say, you don't have to push him to the moon now and be world champion next week. Gradually, let's start with that TNT championship, maybe. I mean, he's already done Ring of Honor a little bit. Was Ring of Honor television champion, which didn't mean a hill of beans really, because he would come on Dynamite and make somebody else look good and job to them. So, but yeah, I think it's kind of time to. I mean, if Don Callis is going to be his manager, him being a feud with Will Ospreay, it's not going to do nothing because already that Will Ospreay will win that. Uh, It'll be good matches or a good match, whatever, but it won't be a real push. My opinion. And of course, this is all my opinion. I'm just a fan talking wrestling geek shit, so uh, take half of it with a grain of salt. The rest with penicillin. There we go. All right. Let's see. What else do we have? Prince Nana came out and uh, he gave a little update about Swerve Strickland. Said, "Hey, he's not clear to wrestle yet, but he's working on it." That's when we finally see the debut, the AEW appearance of MVP. He comes out and says, "Look, I've watched Swerve. I see him become the world champion. Was doing great things. Then he lost the world title. Then he got his uh, childhood home burnt down. Uh, then he lost the cage match. He said, I don't think that's Swerve's fault. He said he thinks it's Prince Nana's fault, manager's fault, that the manager, Prince Nana, wasn't too busy trying to sell coffee and dancing around like a fool, then maybe Swerve won't be in this predicament as he is now. So he gave Prince Nana a card. Said, "Look, if he wants to be on that next level, tell him to give me a call." Of course, Prince Nana did not like that one bit. So kind of interesting what's going to happen there. I haven't heard. I haven't really heard of Bobby Lashley has left yet, uh, or if he is going to leave. Uh, Maybe they'll bring in uh, Shelton Benjamin he would have a great match with Swerve Strickland, of course. Shelton Benjamin would probably have a good match with anybody, even at this age. Uh, he has been doing it for a while. But they bring in Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley's a star. Uh, would you really put, especially the first match? I mean, you're going to put them together. If you put Bobby Lashley and Swerve Strickland in a match, now I'm assuming that Swerve sticks with Nana and MVP just brings somebody. That's not going to do nothing. It's not going to be good for Swerve Strickland. So I can almost see him putting Lashley over on Swerve. I'm not. I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty sure Bobby seems like any interview I've heard with him, he seems level-headed, all about business and stuff like that. But I don't think he'd be the kind of person that just comes in and does a job for somebody, especially when he's got this credentials. Uh, it'll be interesting to see. Like I said on my recap show, and I've been saying the last few weeks, especially with the new John Moxley storyline going on. I treat them like uh, Disney Star Wars uh, or Disney Marvel movies. Uh, they they uh, they would not they've not had a good track record in the last few years, so therefore you can't really give them the benefit of the doubt. When's the last time AEW had a really good storyline? So I do not trust AEW with good story. Joking, I wouldn't put them against each other. Yeah, I wouldn't either. I mean, that's if Bobby Lashley's coming to AEW. That's a big if. I mean, he might, you know, go back to TNA or stay in WWE or. Because last I heard, he was hurt. Then he's good to go. I don't know. I really don't. So if anybody knows the update on Bobby Lashley, I'll consider it's kind of waiting for something for him to do. Maybe come back again, kind of like Alexa Bliss. Wait till end of the year or something like that for him to come back. But just don't know who else would could be associated with. Now it could be one of those storylines where uh, they'll bring like Loki or something like that to you know put over Swerve Strickland. Uh, Shelton Benjamin would. I can see him kind of doing that. Even though you know Benjamin's always been kind of a major league type of star, but didn't get further than Intercontinental Championship. But still, that's pretty major league. Uh, it's just kind of a wait and see thing. See what comes up. After that, we had the women's match. Mariah May successfully defended her title against Yuka Sakazaki by pinfall. Looked like she was about to nail Yuka with the title. That's when Willow Nightingale came in, made a save. Then Mina's music hit. That was Mariah's tag team partner and Stardom, um, best friend or whatever. Distracted Willow, then Mariah May nailed her with a championship, and then ran and kind of like a clusterfuck. Like didn't nobody know what they're doing out there because Yuka kind of chasing Mariah and Mina kind of just stood there and like she was supposed to block her or something like that or talk to her. Or, I don't know. Kind of looked confusing there. Uh, and of course, your main event of the night was John Moxley against Darby Allin, who won this match. We'll get the match against Brian Downston for the AEW World Championship come Wrestle Dream, which I might see that on pay per view since it's going to be on Saturday. I gotta make sure I have figure out what day it is, uh, what date. I did go to a small indie show here in Georgia. When they do put on one, it's usually twice a month, sometimes once a month, depending on the reason and the season. So if everything matches out well, I don't have nowhere to be. I'll probably, and it's on a Saturday. I'll probably definitely get Wrestle Dream. Of course, John Moxley wins this. Uh, Decent match. It's the match where I look at it and this is the match that really highlighted. Even though he lost, it highlighted why I like Darby Allin. Darby Allin knows how to freaking sell. He knows how to uh, fight like a real small guy. Bob Moxley's a little bigger than he is. I mean, he's no Warlow or anything, but he's still way bigger than Darby Allin. But he fights back like a small guy would. He sells like a small guy would. John Moxley kind of attacked him from the beginning. Uh, and, Darby Allin made a couple comebacks. Marina Schaefer would get interfere a little bit. And she just, distracted Darby a couple times as well. Especially in the finish where Darby Allin again attempted another comeback. It's going to go for a superplex. Marina distracted him for a little bit. Match storyline wise, Moxley was able to recover and counter that superplex with the Death Rider DDT, and winds up pinning Darby Allin. And now it's going to be John Moxley against Bryan Danielson for the AEW World Championship at Wrestle Dream. Danielson did come out, I guess, with a neck tie or something like that, and try to choke John Moxley. Then, Claudio and Pac, came in and Marina, saved Moxley and like they was about to beat Danielson down until Private Party and Commander came, but they got thrown around. But uh, John Moxley and company, winds up getting out of the ring, and Brian Danielson said, "Hey, I meet you at Wrestle Dream, John Moxley. I'm gonna kick your fucking head off." And yes, that's exactly what he said. They bleeped it out. Um, just, I don't know why they know they're gonna bleep it out. But anyway, so there's your AEW World Championship match, Wrestle Dream. Should be a good one. Um, Maybe this is the pay per view to see what's coming about now. Uh, Again, like I said, I cannot. I want to be like hyped for this, but why be hyped when you know you're gonna be disappointed? You know. Now, will everybody be disappointed if Big if Shane McMahon comes out and says, "Oh, I'm running this shit. We're taking over," almost like an NWO type deal, which could still do that. It's work, but hopefully they studied and knew the downfall of the NWO storyline. That helped kind of put a downfall to WCW. Hopefully they kind of learned from that and not just have uh, half the company go with one person or half the company go with one way and half the other. And I'm very sure it kind of made sense, but there was no payoff at the end. So, uh, or the payoff was when Vince McMahon bought WCW and closed the doors on that forever, forever, forever. But um, me personally, I would have gone ahead and had Brandon Dennison wrestle Darby Allin, and Bryan Danielson beats Darby Allin just for John Moxley and everybody kind of and talking all them to jump him again or something like that. And Darby swings the skateboard around, and whoever can come out kind of save Brian Danielson, and then they'll then announce that John Moxley will have a match against Brian Danielson at Wrestle Dream. And they could say when after John Moxley goes over on that, then they say, "Hey, I do got one more match in me. Uh, let's." Then they put him and Nigel together for one more retirement match for both of them at whatever pay per view, and then this. Okay, we're good. We can both fight off this thing. That's the way I would have done it, but because this, I mean, that match basically that's what it was. It was an exhibition match. I mean, and they could have been an exhibition slash retirement match. Still, no real heel, no real. That's when you have a no real heel, no real baby face. I think both be kind of sort of baby faces in that match. It'd been fine because most, especially the wrestling geeks, or the 6 to 700,000 people that watch them, they'll get a kick out of that because they know the history of Brian Danielson and Nigel McGuinness. On here, even though it was a good match, it was what it was. But that's the only thing I would kind of change on this. But other than that, really wasn't too bad. Most things kind of sort of make sense and stuff like that. I guess Willow Nightingale will probably get the next title match against Mariah May. Don't know where Toni Storm is. I guess she's taking a little sabbatical as well. Of course, next week is the 5th anniversary show, and there you're gonna have Ricochet. I totally forgot about this match. When I was doing the recap, but that's the one where uh, Ricochet will go up against Will Ospreay for the International Championship. Again, kind of missing out on a little extra bread on that one, my opinion, but whatever. Like I said, I can't really give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's say prove the otherwise, which they do one day. Let's see. Britt Baker against Saraya Deeb. That's another match next week. That's the only matches I know about next week for their 5th anniversary show. They're like, woohoo, look at us. We lasted longer than Nitro. Yeah, you lasted longer than Nitro, but uh, technically WCW has a longer history. You guys still, you gotta go a few decades. Because it was not just WCW. There's a little bit more of a lean. Anyway, um, anything else we can talk about? There I am. Anything I missed today? I think so. Any questions? Any comments? Bueller? Bueller? Um, while y'all think about that, I will do some plugins here. Every Tuesday I do a wrestling trivia show called Wrestling Trivia Tuesday, where I ask 5 questions all dealing with the sport of professional wrestling. Of course, this week will be episode 100. I am thinking about for the 2-year anniversary episode 102. I'm thinking about doing it live. Maybe ask, I don't know, 10 questions maybe. I don't know. I'm not. not gonna try to plug in a that was easy. That was harder, easier said than done. Trying to get all the old first 52 shows and plug in questions here and there. I might do that too again this year, but not really sure. Well, I just might just say, hey, this so happens to be the second anniversary, going on 2 years of Wrestling Trivia Tuesday. It'll be, oh, excuse me, 104. My bad, 104. Not 102. What was the thing on 102 for? I can't even do that. But that's what I'm kind of thinking about. But I'll figure it out later. I got 4 more weeks. Anyway, I also do a WWE Raw recap show. Of course, this week's Raw will be the go home show for Bad, or go home Raw for Bad Blood, which will be next weekend. I really wanted to go, really, really, because it looks like a pretty freaking good card. Would have loved seeing that Hell in a Cell match with CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. Roman Reigns teaming up with Cody Rhodes against, I think it's Solo and Jacob Fatu. That would be the good one. But I just can't, you know, I just can't verify. I can't vilify paying $200. Uh, Sometimes my cheapness really outshines my wants. So, and this is one of them. Uh, because it's, as I heard one time, it's not how much you make, it's how much you save. So, maybe next time, or maybe I'll change my mind. I don't know, but um, as for right now, I might be a 99% sure that's going to be. Yeah, we seen Punk at his last Hell in a Cell, which that was against BB4. What was that idiot? That dude's such a, okay, I shouldn't say. He's bigger, way bigger, way bigger than me. Uh, Ryback. That's him. Yeah, that match sucked. 'Cause I think it wasn't supposed to be John Cena and CM Punk, but John Cena wound up being hurt. They put in Ryback, and you had the heel referee, low blow, dumb finish, whatever. Then they finally got on the top of the cage, and Ryback is. They was trying to push Ryback, and it just didn't work. Um, he wasn't ready for that spot right then. And the Money in the Bank winner that year was Dolph Ziggler too. So everybody was wanting to see Dolph Ziggler come in and cash in. But I think that's when CM Punk was having his long run as champion. What was probably a yeah, it was like next month is when the Shield debuted, helped CM Punk out. Um, yeah, the crowd was definitely not into that show whatsoever. I mean, the one match everybody was into was Sheamus and Big Show. Everybody dug that match. The match with Randy Orton and uh, Alberto Del Rio was pretty good. That RKO out from nowhere where he was trying to do I guess triple jump kick or whatever. That match was pretty good. What was the other matches? I do remember people really digging yeah, of all the matches on that pay per view, people were more into the Sheamus and Big Show. But that was actually a good match though. But yeah, it fell flat. when you try your your top your top guy who is supposed to be in the match is hurt, and you replace him with Ryback. Of course, everybody's going to be like, this shit. Um, but I think this one will be a little bit better. You don't have Drew McIntyre in it. Uh, yeah, okay, yeah. The crowd. I knew there was a tag team match. I think so. The crowd was a little into them too. I know we were. We were we were all, of course, Cesaro fans, or now Claudio Castagnoli. But yeah, Cesaro, I always dug Cesaro, whatever name he went by. Tyson Kidd, he was pretty good too. I don't know what, I don't know who they faced. I forgot who. I would definitely have to look back. I don't know if I watched the whole thing, but yeah, because I remember, because I think I actually had a week off that year because I had that pay per view. Then that Tuesday, WWE 2K whatever, was it 13, 14, 15? I've been 15, 14. I don't know. Either way, that game came out that year, that Tuesday, and I bought it the day it came out. One of very few times I bought a game the actual day it came out. Oh, was it Cesaro and Gabriel? Yeah, it was okay, but we were definitely fans of Cesaro. Yeah, people were in the team. Hell no. But once it came out, the bell ring. Eh, eh. I said the only, if I remember correctly, the only match people were like into as the match kept going was the Sheamus and Big Show match. That's right. Yeah, Team El No against Rose Scholar, Cody Rhodes, and uh, what's his name? I remember who he is. I was about to call him something else. But I mean, it was a good match. But like I said, eh, they cheered Team Hell No. They came out, cheered a little bit for the comeback, and cheered when they won. I think they went. Didn't they win? I can't remember who won. Yeah, Damien Sandow. I'm trying to remember what he's called now. Uh, God, that guy was good. He's a manager now for NWA, managing uh yeah, but two big black dudes. I think they actually dress up like Doom. Um, but that's what he's been doing now. Miz Dow, the Miz stunt double. That was some hilarious shit. But I kind of remember the crowd kind of being deaf. Let's see what. Okay, I'll close right quick. Let's see. I also do an AEW Dynamite recap, which is this week available right now. Of course, you're watching Spot Show live stream with me. This is every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. So check it out. Talk about wrestling. Talk about a little bit about everything. If you're not a fan of the current product or want to just hear people chit chat about the old school stuff, I do another live stream on Friday nights called Wrestling Gold Friday Night, and that's 8 p.m. Eastern as well. So check that out. Uh, and this was not the original Sin Cara. This was the like Sin Cara 2.0. Because the original Sin Cara, it kind of fell flat, but yeah, they went up against uh the primetime players or something like that. I forgot what they were called. Yes, because I do remember that one because they hold on a second. Google. Uh, yes, Titus O'Neil and Darren Young. Uh, what was her name from? I was gonna say the cute one. Yes, primetime players, but Titus O'Neil, Darren Young. Uh, dang it. Yeah. I was about to say the cute one from TLC group, but they were all Philly. But yeah, the camera point out that Chili Chili from TLC. I don't know why I'm pointing at that one. I'm supposed to be pointing at, yeah, Chili from TLC was out in the crowd, and they panned to that, and he and Tyson O'Neil definitely was kept playing towards her. That was very noticeable, which I don't blame him. I would be too, because she was quite sure she is still quite attractive. I haven't really seen pictures of her lately, but she was pretty attractive. But Derek Young definitely wasn't playing towards her at all. Uh, he might have went to maybe uh, Backstreet or something like that, or Screaming. He probably went to Screaming Richards after that. Yeah, she was there. Yeah, I think who cares about Ti? But yeah, he must have been there too. I think a couple of Hawks players were there as well. But I definitely remember seeing her there. That she was dancing to the primetime players' music. Said I just kept playing towards her, playing him at all. Uh, but the original Sin Cara, I think he's like number 10 this year in the Pro Wrestling 500. Even though people kind of call him a little clumsy and stuff like that. But you know, people did pop a Ray, stuff like that. But as far as like throughout the match, like yeah, okay. And you gotta kind of remember too, this wasn't like the a very hot moment in WWE as well. I mean, the whole pipe bomb thing, CM Punk was kind of starting to cool down a little bit. And like I said, your top guy, top guy, like main guy, did not wrestle that night. John Cena, because he was injured, and he was replaced by uh, Ryback, who I get they were pushing him, but he definitely wasn't ready for the main event. And especially that shitty finish with a crooked referee. Uh, Paige's, ex boyfriend. I think that's the only thing he's really. Actually, I think his name just popped in my head. Brad Maddox. I think that's right. Basically, he's more famous for being Soraya or Paige's uh, ex boyfriend. He used to videotape. That's the only thing he's kind of famous for. But which, hey, good for him, I guess. But um, uh, being a cameraman for Xavier Woods, watching Xavier Woods nail her, that's that's not something I want to be famous for. You know, I mean, I get it. You just famous for having a hot girlfriend. That's one thing. Yeah, that the actual structure itself was awesome to see. And you're gonna have Rhea Ripley against Liv Morgan. Uh, just to hear the pop she gets when she comes out. I mean, she's probably one of the most, if not the most popular person in wrestling right now, bar none. I mean, that music hits, people pop. Um, Now, if you watch my WWE recap show, in my opinion, the best, okay, right now, who's active right now, not anybody injured or anything like that, who is uh, active right now, best pound for pound female wrestler, performer, whatever you want to call him, Io Scott. God dang, this singles matches, tag team matches, she's top of her game. I mean, she's incredible. As far as female tag teams now, I'm starting to become a big fan of uh, the Unholy Union, Alda Fire and Ivor Dawn or something like that. I can't remember their names. Fire and Dawn, but they are an impressive female women's, or whatever you want to call it, tag team. They're very good heel tag team. Uh, I mean, the last three really good, you know, women's tag team matches. The three-way at Bash in Berlin. The match where Bianca Belair got their, or Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill got the belts back. The rematch, and last week on Raw with Damage Control. The one nucleus in all those matches was the Unholy Union. Every one of them been like phenomenal, like, great female women's tag team matches. Uh, I'm definitely going to be a huge fan of the Unholy Union. If you see them, they're in there wrestling with somebody. It's probably going to be a very good, nice, crisp matches, and they do like old school heel tag team stuff. Like if the ref is distracted, they'll double team, get some cheap shots in, or and do cut off moves and distract the referee, do cut the baby face off from getting a tag. This really good old school stuff that the crowd is buying into. That's the thing about it. The crowd is actually buying into their matches, and it's pretty good stuff. Uh, that again, I'm a fan. Kind of, that's just my opinion. But Io Sky is As far as singles, tag team, whatever, best pound for pound female performer going right now. But watch that tag team. I mean, the Unholy Union. I hopefully one day they probably will get the belts back at one time. I'm still kind of gonna want to see the Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair against uh, Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. I think that could be a great match too if they can. But as far as Chris, good teamwork, stuff like that, and having different matches with different people, Unholy Union is they're great. Anyway, sun's getting low over here, so think about going to call it a night. Anyway, appreciate if you watched this long. Appreciate you watching. Uh, appreciate everybody in the chat that said hello. If you're watching on the replay, it's right there. Do you agree with me about any of my opinions, especially about the female division of all of wrestling right now? If you don't, let me know. I'm not going to call you an idiot or anything like that, but I respect everybody's opinion. Their opinions. That's all. Also, or any of my opinions on AEW or any of these other things I talked about tonight. What do you think about all this stuff going on? Let's see what else. Also, that thumbs up. Thumbs up are definitely appreciated. Another thing that's appreciated is you being a champ and clicking on the subscribe button. And stay. Yeah, when I'm gonna make a little short video of that. I got one in mind. It's going to be kind of funny. If I can get everything to work right. Uh, I a lot of branches over there where my vehicles are they got cut except for one. I noticed it was kind of leaning a little bit, so I pat my new truck up, or new to me truck. Uh, it's used, but it's a 2022. Um, it was out of necessity, not uh, if my car didn't get hit by a branch, uh, I wouldn't have gotten it. But I do love this new truck. I will say, I do love. Like I said, I'll make a little short video, maybe debut it next. I don't think tomorrow night, uh, maybe next week or something like that. But I'll put it on the shorts or something like that. People who know me will get it. But yeah. But like I said, like some of the branches have been, some of the trees that are along the driveway, they've been cut. Uh, uh, only thing is fear getting his the company vehicle work truck. So um, or that house. So if I wake up soaking wet and a big old hole in my roof, I don't know what happened. Which I'm pretty sure I'll probably wake up when I the worst sleep in the world anyway. I sleep in intervals, but uh, but I'll be good. Um, no worries. Um, but everybody out there, everybody in Georgia or anywhere you're encountering this bad weather, Florida, and all that, uh, take shelter, leave town, whatever you gotta do, get away from this. Do it. Stay safe. Make sure you got plenty of gas in your generators. Don't be a savage. It'll pass by in a couple of days. Uh, no need to run out and get, you know, 20 gallons of milk, 50 cartons of eggs, a whole, 30 rolls of toilet paper, whatever. Uh, this just enough to kind of, like I said, it's going to be a couple of days, and tomorrow all the rain's gonna be gone, and I think they got, from what I hear, they already got all the linemen ready on call, ready to go uh, to repair damages and get their people's power back on if they go out as soon as possible. Uh, so don't, like I said, don't be savages. Don't be smart about it. I used to be crazy about it. So anyway, like I said, that does it for me tonight. Hopefully everybody stay safe, of course, and have a good one. Take it easy. Hey there, thank you for checking this out. If you enjoyed it, share with friends, drop a like button, leave a comment. Also, be a champ and hit that subscribe button. You can also check me out on social media, Facebook at Ronald Ray, on X or Twitter is RPATRPTV46. Until next time.